In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can use ConvertKit to send broadcasts. And as you can probably imagine, this is one of the most used parts of any autoresponder. And there's a few different things that go into it. So let me see if I can give you a good example here. The first thing that you want to do is come into broadcasts, okay, and click on New Broadcast. Now, when you're sending a broadcast, you need to worry about things like formatting, split testing, using filters, scheduling, testing is a good best practice, and choosing a template. So the first thing that you'll do is select who the email is going to be sent from, and you can use that. You can have multiple emails set up in your account if you've got multiple different brands or something like that, and you can select that from a drop-down menu here. The next thing that you want to do is select who is going to receive the broadcast. So in this case, for example, I'm going to select tags, and I'm going to select the demo tag that we have set up and click Add Filter. If I wanted to exclude people, then I could say, but don't send it to any of whatever else, and I could select more people in there. I could also say they have to be subscribed to that and that, or I could say they could be just subscribed to that or this. So there's different ways that you can do this, but that's the first part, is selecting the audience, and as you can see, it's going to be sent to 3 subscribers, and I'll click Next Step. And then this is where you start building your broadcast. The first thing that you'll do is put in a subject line. And one thing that I love about ConvertKit is you can easily split test subject lines. So you might have 2 different subject lines, slightly different or completely different, and you can test them against one another. And then down here is just a pretty stock standard. What you see is what you get editor. So you can put your content down here. If halfway down you want to have an image, then you can do that. You'll just select Insert Image. And you can choose a file, or you can drag and drop the file and put it in there. Okay, so you might want to add an image in there. You might want to make this centered. Okay, you might want to make this bolded, and you might want to change the font size up a little bit. There's lots of different things you can do here. Maybe you want to personalize some section by saying or you can also copy and paste. You might want to personalize the start by saying hi and then put the subscriber's name, or you might want to use this one, which is a good one, the subscriber's name with a fallback. So here what we do is we just delete that, we say this says hi, and then this code here means it will insert their name, but if their name is not on file, then it will just start with hello. Okay. To insert a link, you just highlight the text and you click the Insert Link button. You can also switch over to HTML code if you want to. So for example, one thing that I sometimes do is, unfortunately, they don't have an underline option here, but you can do that just using simple code. Like that, okay? And so here you can see that part there is now underlined, okay? You can change the color if you want to. This is all pretty stock standard stuff, okay? Nothing too crazy, but I'm just showing you how this works. Now, the next thing that I would recommend you do is choose a template. We've got different templates set up. I'll show you this one here so you can see what that looks like. And I'll click on Browser, and what that's going to do is going to open up in the browser an example of what the email will look like, and that's what it will look like. So that's a template which we've got built in here. Okay, now where you can see first name goes here, it's obviously going to be a first name there. Okay, and this image was just a placeholder, but everything else is built into it. Or maybe you don't. This is another template that we've set up as the grey border template. I can click on browser and I can see it. It's kind of similar. It just doesn't have any logos or anything like that in there. Okay. The three that are built in are the text only, the classic, and the modern. Now, if you don't have any custom templates, I would recommend you use the classic or the modern. And it's always good practice to send yourself an email to preview how the email works. Okay, so just to see how it looks, to make sure everything is in order, and there you can see. So it says first name goes here. That's because it will actually go there. And then you can see what it looks like. So this one doesn't have any borders or anything. This is the one that's called modern inside the account, and that's fine. Okay, and then once you're happy with your subject lines, you can click next step. We've done a test. Okay, here it gives you a preview of what it's going to look like as well. So, and it says that because we're running a split test, each variation, there's 2 different variations, they'll be sent to 15% of the subscribers, and then 4 hours later, the remaining 70% will get the email, and the winning variation will be sent out to them. So that's how that works. You can click send broadcast to send it immediately, or you could schedule it if you wanted to. And scheduling works just like this, pretty self-explanatory. You set when you want it to go out, and you click schedule broadcast, and it's going to schedule the broadcast. Okay, and here you can see that it says that it's queued for a certain date and time, and that little AB means that it's an AB split test. If I wanted to unschedule that, I could then click the unschedule button, and then it's just a draft again. Okay, so if I come in here this time, and let me just come over here, I'll delete it out of here, and I'm going to go through and actually send this. Just to change things up, I'll send it as a classic. This is what it's going to look like. Send broadcast. It's going to get sent out immediately. And here you can see it says processing sending. So some stage in the next minute or two, that should be landing in that inbox. And there it is. It's there. So here you can see how it worked. My name that I've got in the system was sucked in there. Okay, we had set that up so that it would do that. We don't have any images or anything, but you can see the formatting. We've got an underline, we've got a bold with the color, and you can see how it works. So it works really well, and it's pretty stock standard, but that's how you go about sending a broadcast, and some of the things that you might want to consider when you do that.